Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync KW Command to Realtor.com so that those Realtor.com leads, specifically the Connections Plus leads, will automatically get synced right into KW Command. You can put them on a smart plan, follow up with them, improve your speed to lead, and convert more of those leads into deals. It's super easy to set this up. Let me show you how. The first thing you're going to do is hop into KW Command. And you're going to click on the marketplace icon up here in the corner. That is going to take you to the KW marketplace. There's a ton of awesome tools in here, including syncs from API Nation, including the Realtor.com sync from API Nation. So you can just search for Realtor.com and it's going to show you the sync that is Realtor.com and KW Command. So you can click on it, view some details about it, read more about it if you like. When you're ready, just click Buy Now on the page here. It's going to take you through the process of purchasing the sync. Again, this is just the sync between Realtor.com and KW Command. This is not leads from Realtor.com. This is just the bridge between the two apps. Once you've purchased the app, it's going to say, let's set it up. So click this button. It's going to take you to the My Apps page and help you set up this sync. There we go. So the My Apps page shows all the syncs you've purchased for API Nation, probably any other apps you've purchased on the KW marketplace. There's the Realtor.com and KW Command sync we've just purchased. Even though we've purchased it, it's not yet active. So we're going to come down here to this tile, click on it, and that's going to help us set it up and activate the sync. So the tile redirected us to API Nation, and here we're going to set up the sync. I'm going to click Connect Realtor.com. It says, what should we label this connection? So I would just name it after me. You can name it after your office, whatever's going to make sense for the Realtor.com account you're connecting. Hit Create Connection, and then it's going to give me an API key. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Realtor.com website. Go to the top right and click on the drop down there and click on Settings. And on the left-hand side, I'm going to click on Lead Settings. And what we need doesn't always show up immediately. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page. I've noticed this happens a few times, and then click on Lead Settings again. Give it a second. There it is. That's what I need. Add Lead Delivery API. So I'm going to click on that. And we're going to select for our API source application, Other Application. And then we need an API URL. So I'm going to go back to that page on API Nation. I'm going to click on the instructions. And I'm going to scroll on down here. And you can use these instructions to do all of this connection if you'd like. But all we really need is this URL. So I'm going to grab that, go back to Realtor.com and paste that URL in there. Now we need the API key. So we're going to go back to API Nation, grab that API key, and that API key works as the API key and the login name. Finally, we're going to hit Test Connection. We get the little green check mark. Awesome. Don't forget to save. Come on down here, save in the bottom right. And now you can see we're all set. We're going to test connection on API Nation. We see success, we hit finish. And now that Realtor.com is connected, now we just have a few options here. For example, as the contacts come in from Realtor.com, do we want to mark them as leads? I checked the box, yes. I do want to mark those as leads. And then if the contact happens to already exist in KW Command, maybe it's a contact I already have, but they're filling information out on Realtor.com, should I have it overwrite that information? I'm going to say no, don't overwrite that information. And I'm going to finally confirm I'm not using any other syncs to send this information over. That way I don't get any duplicates, and hit continue. So that creates the sync, and I can hit this big button at the top and it's going to activate it. And then every lead that comes over from Realtor.com will start going into KW Command. But I want to show you two more things to consider. First, there is this filter option, and you can filter on any of the fields that come over from Realtor.com. And you can see there is a ton of fields. Maybe you want to filter based on the type of home, the location of the home that the people are looking at, the size of the home, the price of the home. You can absolutely do that. For example, maybe I want to do property minimum price is greater than 400,000. I could do that and then hit save, and then only leads where the property they're looking at for that lead are more than 400,000 will come over into KW Command with this information. So the reason I might want to do that is I can come on down here, and in the mapping, I can tag them in a special way. So I can maybe say 400K. And then everybody who comes over, who the property they're looking at is more than 400, will get tagged 400K as they get synced over. So you could do that and then clone this and then come up with a different filter and come up with different tags. And this way you can manage all these leads from Realtor.com in a pretty specific way with really relevant smart plans in KW Command. That's totally an option. Or most agents will go ahead and just clear out this filter. They'll say, I'm just trying to get these leads in here. So they'll just go with no filter and sync those into KW Command. Don't forget to come down here to mapping and look at all the fields that can come over and make sure you're syncing them into KW Command where you want them. So we do most of this for you. You can see we're doing source, we're doing name, phone number, cell number, all that stuff. Maybe you want to write a little tag in here just so you remember. So I can just say that. This will be tagged as Realtor.com. And then in the description, maybe I want to put, the little message that comes over from Realtor.com. That could be helpful. So this looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and activate the sync. So that's it. The sync is now up and running. Now, any contacts that come into my Realtor.com account will automatically get synced into KW Command. I don't have to go in there, grab them, copy, paste, import, export, none of that stuff. It just automatically happens. I open up my KW Command, see my new leads from Realtor.com, immediately start following up, apply those smart plans, improve my speed to lead, and create more deals. If you need any assistance setting this up for you or your team, go to apination.com/KW. There you can call us, send us an email, and even set up a live session of support. We're API Nation, connecting the world's applications. We love doing this stuff.